Hi, I'm Kenneth WAJDA, and welcome to another one of my photography talks. Today I want to talk about photo contests, because I see a lot of places online offering you the chance to either pay to submit your photograph and maybe win a big prize, or a not so big prize, or they just ask you to submit for free, and if you win, they'll use your photograph in their promotional use. They'll use it for marketing. They'll use it for tourism. The local city of Durango, Colorado was running on Facebook this contest for pictures of the western Colorado area and Durango so that they could market their town. And they were offering no pay. And everything that was submitted, if you read the fine print, became their property. And I find that if you start looking at photo contests, especially the ones that don't charge for entry, they're being run as a money grab, as a picture grab of photographs that they don't want to pay for. They're basically building a stock library of your photographs, and they're taking all rights to them in the hope that you'll go, hey, I got my picture selected, I'm a big winner. But they're making money off of it. They're marketing with it. I contacted Durango and I said, why don't you hire a Durango photographer who can shoot professional photographs for you and you can get the photos that you want, instead of asking the public to send in anything that they have that you're just willing to take. But that's the state of photography right now, where everything is offered for free. When I photographed the flood that happened in my town in 2013, I took photos to the Associated Press, I took photos to the Denver Post and to the Boulder newspaper. And the NBC television contacted me and said, we saw you shared your photos with the Denver Post, would you share them with us? And I said, I didn't share them with them, I sold them to them, and I'll sell them to you. And they said, yeah, never mind, most people just give them to us. And they really had no ability to choose to buy the content that they would show their audience. They were unwilling completely to pay for anything. And they said, we're just used to people giving it to us. And that's a common state of affairs. A lot of people who say, I don't need the photography work, I just do it for love and I'll give it away. Well, there are photographers who do it for work. And if they're always getting it for free, how are we ever supposed to make a living doing it? And is the bar going down if they'll take anything that's submitted by the user, that they don't really need a photographer who can actually compose and use their eye to create something that's strong? It just seems like the industry is very much about, what can we get? How can we take as much as we can get? Another example from that same flood, a local Boulder magazine contacted me and said, we'd like to use some of your flood photos for a big story we're doing on the flood. I said, great, what's your budget? And they said, unfortunately, we don't have one. And I said, it's not unfortunate you don't have one, it's unfortunate that you didn't create one, because you're not at the mercy or the victim of some outside force that determines who gets a budget. You are the entity who sets a budget, and you didn't set one because you don't believe there's any value in paying for photography. And you expect you're going to get it for free. And I look at those magazines all the time, and lots of the photographs say, courtesy of some name. That means it was given to them for free. Or courtesy of the Chamber of Commerce. It was given to them for free. They sell advertisements for fancy watches and jewelry and big cars, and they get full price for those ads as they sell their magazine to those advertisers. But when it comes to paying for the photographs that make up the content of that magazine, they don't want to pay. I heard of a climber recently who said that the writers and the photographers of some of the climbing magazines, they're fighting to get paid for the work that they make. They sometimes wait a year for their pay. And it's like, all you have, if you're a magazine, is words and photographs, and they're not paying for it. Or they don't want to pay for it. And I don't understand how you can make a business that relies on photography and words for your content, and you don't want to pay for it. And you don't set a budget for it. And unfortunately, we don't have a budget for it. There's nothing unfortunate about it. The only thing that matters is you didn't create one, and you don't think that there's any value in setting a price for the photography that you need. And you expect the public will send it in for free. That's a tough business we're in right now because of that. And I'm the first one to say, do not give away your photos for free. If a TV station or a newspaper wants to use your photograph, they have money from the advertisers that they sell advertising to pay for it. And they'll still use it. And if you ask for pay, they'll give it to you. But if you don't ask, they'll make sure they don't mention it. And there is money to be made in the newspaper world and in the television world if you know how to sell your work. But right now, there's so many people giving it away that it's difficult to get past the fact that people expect it for free. All right, that's today's photography talk. Keep value on your photographs. There is some. If you're enjoying these, hit the subscribe button and I'll bring you some more. Thanks so much for watching.